How's it going, guys? TacTixHD here bringing an NHL 14 video talking about the trade deadline roster update. So, you want to pick up this roster update, guys, go down to the community, go down to roster management, all the way down to download rosters. Once you're there, guys, it's going to be the latest roster update, March 7th, 2014, 8 p.m. Click A, download that roster update. You'll get all the new trades, etc. From the trade deadline. So right now, guys, we're going to go to team roster. I'm going to show you guys some of the moves that have been made. Also, guys, EA's actually done some player upgrades and downgrades, depending on how players have been playing this year. So good to see they finally did that. Starting off here, guys, with Anaheim Ducks, you can see Perry, now 91 overall. Before he was an 89, I believe. As well, guys, Cogliano here. Is an 84, before he was an 82, so 2 overall upgrade as well. He's a left wing now, opposed to a center. Also, they got Stefan Robida there from the trade deadline. I think they traded like a 4th round pick for him. And guys, after trading Fast away, you can see Frederick Anderson there has actually got an upgrade to a 78. He's been playing quite well for Anaheim. Next, guys, on to Boston. I don't believe there's any player upgrades, but they did add Andre Mazzaros from Philadelphia at the trade deadline. Buffalo, guys, a lot of moves there, obviously. Chris Stewart they added, Roslav Klesla they added. Corey Conacher they added, and Torrey Mitchell they added. As well, they changed up the goalies there with Michael Neuwirth and Jonas Enroth. Next, guys, on to Calgary. They traded some guys away. I don't think they added anybody. I might be wrong. Don't think so, though. And for goalies, they now have Ramel and McDonald as they traded away Red O'Bara. Carolina, guys, they actually made that one trade from Tomarutu for Andrei Loktinov, and I believe that was the only move they made. Chicago, guys, as you can see, Jonathan Toews, this is just more for GM mode, but 5-star red potential, I don't understand that. He just won his 2nd gold medal, he already has 2 Stanley Cups. Why they get him 5-star red potential, I just don't understand it. Chicago did make a couple moves. We gotta go down here. Peter Regan, I don't know if he was added in the last roster update as well. They traded a 2nd round pick for David Rundblad. 77 overall, 4-star green potential. Chicago just got even better, especially if you guys would GM with Chicago. I don't know how you can win the cup with that team. Colorado, guys, I think they made a couple of moves. Obviously, they added Red O'Bara. Nathan McKinnon here, guys, now an 84 overall, I believe. Before he was an 81 or 79, something like that. So he's gone up, and like I was saying, they also added Red O'Bara there. 77 overall, so he actually takes the backup spot from Jaguar, at least in this game. Columbus Blue Jackets, guys, made a few moves. Right here you can see Nick Schultz, who they added 84 overall. Ryan Johansson also got an update, now an 84 overall, playing quite well for the Blue Jackets. If we go down here a little bit, Matt Friedman, who is part of that Marian Gaborik deal. So Columbus there making a few moves. Next, guys, on to the Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars, I know, trade away Robida. I don't think they made any moves with their skaters, but they did trade Dan Ellis there for Tim Thomas. 76 overall, so more or less a non-factor, but still worth noting, I guess. It's Tim Thomas. Detroit Red Wings, guys, David Legwand here, 84 overall. They added him at the trade deadline. As well, guys, Gustav Nyquist finally got an update. 83 overall, now he's been playing quite well. I believe it was a 79 overall before that update, so I think that's everything for Detroit. Edmonton Oilers here, guys, trade away Hemsky, obviously, as well as Schultz. Don't think they added any players here, but they did add a couple goalies. As you can see, they have Fats and Scrivens. 83 Fast, 77 Scrivens. I really feel like Scrivens should be higher than a 77. He's been playing quite well this year, and I think definitely deserves to be at least an 80 overall. Next, guys, on to Florida. Florida traded away a bunch of people. I think they only brought in like one player there. Brandon Peary, 76 overall. Young guy, though, so that makes sense with the rebuild. As well, guys, they have 2 new goaltenders here in Luongo, of course, and Dan Ellis. Next, guys, on to LA. Obviously, they made that big deal there for Marian Gaborik. Gaborik was like an 89 or a 90 overall before, though I believe he's only an 86 now, but still a big addition there for the LA Kings. As well, Tyler Toffoli, 80 overall. I think he was a 70-something before this update. Might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. Minnesota Wild, guys, obviously made that nice move adding Matt Molson. As well, Danny Heatley, the fucking All-Star, has actually been downgraded from an 85 to an 82. And Nino Niederreiter there, 80 overall. Last I checked, he was a 69. And I think they might have had some other updates here on the depth players. As well, guys, they had Ilya Bryzgalov there, 84 overall. He's actually rated higher than Backstrom and Harding, which is a joke. Both these guys should be higher than Bryzgalov. Although, guys, Kumper there, 71 overall. I think he should also be higher. Montreal Canadiens, obviously that big addition of Thomas Vanek, and they also added Mike Weber on D. Where is he? Mike Weaver, sorry, not Mike Weber. Mike Weaver, 77 overall. Actually, before I forget, Montreal also added Devin Dubnyk, but he must be in the minors. Next, guys, Nashville, trade away Legwand, but they did add, I think, Patrick Eaves in the David Legwand deal, and I think that's it for Nashville. New Jersey, Tomarutu was in the Loktinov deal, as well, guys, Zajak's been dropped from an 87 to an 85. I believe that's it for them. The Islanders, Tavares is a 91. I want to say he was an 89 or 90 last time, but I might be wrong, guys. There's so many players, and I'm used to HUT as well as GMOs, where players' updates change after the first year, so it's hard to keep track of what the regular player overalls are. But if I get any wrong, just tell me what I did wrong. But I think Tavares went up. Okposo also went up. I think he was an 84 before, now an 87, and I believe that's it for the Islanders. As they traded away Vanek, and they did get that prospect back, but I don't believe, he's not on the NHL team. Next, guys, we have the Rangers here. The Rangers obviously added Martin St. Louis. That's a big add for them, and definitely going to be pretty crazy to see, and I think that's it for the Rangers. Ottawa Senators, guys, obviously, like I was saying earlier, they added Alex Hemsky there, 83 overall, re-signed Chris Phillips, and I don't think they did anything else here. Philadelphia Flyers here, guys, they brought in a nice defenseman there. Where'd he go? Can't find him. Oh, I'm on forwards, my bad. There we go. Andrew McDonald, 84 overall, only getting paid $500,000, which is insane. They added him, which is a huge pickup, I think. Really good player. Leads the league in shot blocks. Next, guys, on to the Phoenix Coyotes. They actually traded away Klesla in that deal with Capitals to bring in Martin Erat. As well, obviously, they traded away Brundblad for that second, and I think that was all the moves that the Coyotes made. Next, guys, on to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Obviously, always busy at the deadline. They added, Lee Stempniak there, 82 overall. As well, guys, Oli Mattis now an 82 overall. Obviously, his play for the Penguins and the Finnish Olympic team just made sure he got that update. As well, they also added Marcel Goc. Or Gotch, I should say, I believe his name is. San Jose Sharks, I don't believe made any moves. I might be wrong on that one. The St. Louis Blues obviously made that big addition of Ryan Miller and Steve Ott. Go down here just to find Steve Ott. I already passed him, I think. There he is, Steve Ott and Derek Roy, which kind of crazy is those players got traded for one another. Now they're on the same team. And right there is Ryan Miller starting, and Elliott's backing him up. Tampa Bay, guys, obviously got Callahan back in the St. Louis deal as well. I think some of their younger players got updates. Tyler Johnson, 81 there. Kucherov, 80. Palat, 81. I believe those are all updates. And their goaltenders, Bishop's an 84 now. I believe it was an 82 before. Lindback's 81. I believe it was an 82 before. So Bishop's kind of just solidified a spot as the starter. Toronto, don't believe any changes. Vancouver, both Sedins, I think, have been downgraded. I'm pretty sure one, if not both of them, were 89. Now they're each 87. The same with Kessler and Hamuse. I remember that it wasn't 487 at the top of Vancouver, so I know there's definitely been a change there. As well, David Booth is now an 81. And I think that's it for the upgrades. But in goal, as you guys can see, Eddie Lack and Jacob Markstrom. Eddie Lack, I think, was a 76 before, so we got a slight upgrade there. At an 80, and Markstrom's an 80. 4-star gold for Lack, 4.5-star red for Markstrom. I think that's a bit generous, sort of. 4.5-star, but uncertain. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Washington Capitals here, guys. They made that one move with the Ducks, adding Dustin Penner. And that's a pretty good add for them. Obviously, they ended up flipping Radoslav Klesla to the Sabres, and that was part of the Yaroslav Halak deal, who's now playing with Braden Holtby. And finally, guys, Winnipeg Jets here. No big moves, and I don't think they actually had any player upgrades, but I really feel like Scheifele and Trouba, both in the high 70s, should be low 80s. But that's it, guys, for the roster update. I might have not covered everything, but I hope the majority of that stuff got covered for you. Make sure to download the roster, guys. Have fun with it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my NHL 14 videos. Have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.
It's the kind of beat that go.